For Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one. Kind of an interesting pairing. Josh Allen of the Bills, Jared Goff of the Lions.
Yeah, you got one guy who's part of the new breed, the run and gun, beat you with my legs kind of guys. And then on the other side, you've got your traditional pocket passer. He'll stand in there and throw the ball downfield no matter what the turbulence is around him in the pocket.
What's the score?
Now I'm playing this computer set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Really?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'm already 0-1, Joe.
A little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, because I didn't play with him.
The pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that.
Oh, you played your game?
And he handled it well and picked up the first down.
I'm saying you played your week 2 game?
For DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now that's
you make sure you get that first win.
That stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good.
He's playing
the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete to Reagor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gone. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Rashard Higgins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go. On 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Singletary here running out of the gun. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a...
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 83 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That's 7
you got work?
lead there.
Then they got work.
Short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to
He be watching. He just like Nelly watching down and just on that work.
Here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
One of my niggas just got hurt.
Oh, hit as he throws there.
They got injuries, huh?
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield.
You know, I'm going to be falling. Like I was doing against you.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot.
I'm talking about when my running back. Remember when my running back I kept falling?
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Damn.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be back to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs.
That's what my girl was saying to me, Jacob.
So well done there.
Jacob, my girl's like,
Punters,
fuck them
they get
bitch
more
ass.
specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Hey, Jake, I'm just running that same play I've been killing niggas with on computer. Nigga, I'm about to run my stats up.
Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I'm about to get my players up for you.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take.
Cannon, what time you get off?
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. Able to power through. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, Jago, Josh, how niggas seem like he had to go get his cousin while you came back.
Now gone.
We try to make it seem like the reason, him have to go get his cousin is the reason why you came back.
And his pass
when he's leaving, he's like, I'm trying to
scan the field there. Felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, puts him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Buffalo
I'm about to have Josh Allen do
Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done.
And I got Diggs. He's 98 overall. X-Factor.
You really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to
he got 3 touchdowns already. Well, he almost
complete.
had 3. He got 2. I'm about to get him 3.
Makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play here for Buffalo.
I said he got 3 touchdowns already.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second.
He about to have 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Diggs got 5 receptions for 247 yards, 4 touchdowns. You're
Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Shannon going crazy on the Lakers. Damn, Lakers down 19-2.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be
down 19-2.
Yeah, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense
it popped up on Twitter.
A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On first down, it's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
How is he getting
a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Goff on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air again, Goff. He's got his
How
man,
did he bounce this every fucking time?
and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard
No, I'm up 28-10. I'm just trying to blow these
Big
niggas
tight
out.
end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. Exit. Exit.
There's Goff. And it's caught.
Oh, my God.
Lions touchdown. Rashad Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this 1st half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Hey, he back. They playing. I say they playing.
On 1st down, gone. This pass complete to Higgins. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about
got in the tub
a
again.
2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
These niggas are not
good. Bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the 2nd half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And as the tape rolls, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy these highlights. You tell me what you see.
It's a lot easier to do that than it is to keep track.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
I forgot. I got Rico muted. I got unmuted.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances.
Hey, my girl is late from that the other day.
For granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, Josh, Stephon Diggs got 6 touchdowns. I'm in the 3rd quarter.
Not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some
No,
yards.
I'm playing computer.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson.
I'm about to try to win this shit,
He's going to
JJ.
have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football.
I mean, you in the conference finals,
Forget
JJ?
about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his big tight end here.
He's fucking
and he's able to
shooting.
get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now it's gone.
God damn, Detroit not even
complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Swift is not that.
Down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The kick by Crosby is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
yeah, absolutely,
who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early.
And that's caught inside the 35.
They said that was a
catch. All the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Buffalo. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the...
Oh, they challenged him and said, "There was no goddamn catch."
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably
calculate the hang time
on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
If you would have played computer, you probably would have lost.
Out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He'll get this off to Swift. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
Flush to his right. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And down he'll go at the 25. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
3 and out. 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Singletary.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Vedvik now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Look at my stats. Like, this nigga Stephon Diggs had 10 touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Terron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Let's go.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Who?
Set now to kick this one away.
Nah, I read. My dad commented on my YouTube video.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
No, my dad watching.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out.
No, my dad watching. It's 63 to 23 right
the
now.
Interception. We'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us
I'm
before
about to
every
run this
game,
shit
the
as
team
far as I
making the
can.
fewest
I
mistakes
get
will
my plays,
win.
baby.
What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Goff's throw caught by Higgins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery, eluding the pressure right. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
You have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete to Rager. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Goff. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Goff. Flushed out right. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Goff. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Crosby for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here come the Lions now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st down, Goff. Open man is Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Wide open receiver complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys,
Jacob, Josh Allen had 10 touchdowns, 685 yards.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.